lag. Lag is the place to be. Now whatever you do, don't hold the angle. The body is just there to support this motion. The hands and arms first, and then the body follows. Now don't get me wrong, you can also use your body as well. And all these guys on YouTube and all over the place selling all these big turns and big rotations and fire in the hips. And I'm really sorry about that, I am embarrassed. I would never normally speak to you that way. Let it flow. And feel the weight transfer and allow the swinging motion to find the swing for you. Morning. Now this video is all about how you create lag in the downswing and how you use the natural forces in your golf swing. Your golf swing is the only golf swing that really matters, and you've got to learn to get fast, softly, with nice relaxed hands, arms, wrists and shoulders. Lag. Lag is the place to be. Lag creates more club head speed, power and control. But how do these tour players and all these long hitters create more lag and more energy in the golf swing? Now lag is basically a natural force that happens when you change direction from backswing into downswing, if you sequence the movements correctly. Now that's the thing, you've got to sequence the movements correctly. Now whatever you do, don't hold the angle. Come on. Lag is a force. You can't hold it back. You have to release it. If you hold the angle, you have no power and you just leave the club face wide open. The hand and arm motion naturally pulls the body into the correct position. The body is just there to support this motion. The more aggressive the hand and arm motion, the more active the body becomes to stabilize. That's right, get it into your head. The hands and arms first, and then the body follows. Now if you were teaching a junior golfer, you would teach them to use the body correctly and the hand and arm motion would follow. And there's many reasons for this. They can't support the weight of the club head in the swing, so they need the body, they're more flexible, and they've got way more time to practice than you. That's a great drive, Lucy. Solid that. It's a cracking drive, really. It's miles over. Great shot that, mate. Oof, on the green.
Oh, it's over the green.
It's over the green. It's too good.
But just use your hands. Let your hands swing the club and your body follow. Whereas if you were teaching a junior player, you teach him to use his body and let his hands follow. But once you're not playing every day of the week, you're much better off let your hands swing the club, square it up, rotate it for a draw, hit it under for a fade, whatever you want. Your hands can do it and your body will follow.
Now don't get me wrong. You can also use your body as well. Okay? You're obviously a very sporty person. I can see just looking at you. I mean, you're beautiful. But you've got to firstly get your hands and arms and your wrists firing, get your weight transferring correctly in your golf swing, and get it all working together. And then you can activate the correct force and motion sequence. Now, if there's no force first, there's no power in the motion. But you've got to go through it step by step. Otherwise, it doesn't work. And that's what tour players do. But it's their job, they're doing it every day. They're training 7 hours a day. And you're probably not. Now, just to give you a little bit of comparison right there, And all these guys on YouTube and all over the place selling all these big turns and big rotations and fire in the hips and all this kind of stuff. God, I don't know how they get away with it. Hundreds and thousands of subscribers. And there's me saying, use your hands and arms first and the body follows. Oh, well, that's interesting, isn't it? But it works, so do it.
Probably just
Okay.
nice solid swing. I'm not going to go for anything. A few warm-up practice swings.
Just give yourself a good lesson.
I tell you what, I need to talk myself. I need to talk
a good lesson.
I'll never be this young. I'll never be this young again. Don't wanna chase highs when I'm too worn out. When I'm too worn out.
And I'm really sorry about that. I am embarrassed. I would never normally speak to you that way. I don't know what happened. I just lost the plot a little bit, you know? It'll never happen again. I promise. I won't mention it again, that the hands and arms first and the body follows. In that way, you know? I'll be a bit more nice about it. Huh?
If you think you can swing the club to your maximum capacity and not use part of your body, well, you're a fool. So if you think you should not use your hands, that's crazy. This is going to generate the most speed.
Now, the weakest link in the motion is not your back or your shoulders or your arms or even your legs. It's your wrists. Now, that's the point that gives under pressure. That's the point that gives when the force increases. And that's what creates the lag, as the club head lags behind the hand and arm and body motion. So good, that. Now, a great way to feel how the lag is created in transition from backswing to downswing is to do some baseball swings. With relaxed hands, arms, wrists and shoulders, feel the weight of the club head in your hands and start to gently swing the club head around your body. Now, as you start to pick up speed and you change direction in the downswing, you'll feel the club head delay and kick back, lagging behind the arm swing and the body. Now, it feels like a whipping sensation as the centrifugal force is released through impact. Now, it's the speed and change in direction that creates the lag, because the wrists can't hold the force any longer. Now that is what you call whip. Now, to give you a feel of how this works in a golf swing, take the last two fingers on both hands off the grip. Now, this will stop you from grabbing and trying to control the club head in the swing. Now, let the club head swing gently back and forth and then start to increase the speed. And feel the lag in transition being released through impact. So take your normal grip with nice soft grip pressure. From 1 to 10, a 3 being a good number. And keep it nice and simple. And take the body out. And put your feet together. And I know I spoke earlier before about junior golfers and about the elite players, and if there's no force first, there's no power in the motion, how the body leads the hands and arms, and that's where the power is generated. Yes, but if you put your feet together and you hit shots just with your hands and arms, I think you'll be absolutely massively surprised at how well and how far you'll hit the ball. The speed generators, 70% of club head speed and power comes from your hands, your arms and your wrists, and your shoulders and maybe a little bit of your upper chest. You'll hit the ball so much better, and this drill with the feet together is the best thing a golfer can do. Now, I don't know how else I can tell you. Just go and try it. Go and do it. And go have some fun with it. It really works. Now, to increase the sensation of the club head lagging behind the hands, leave the club head in place and start back with the hands and arms first. Now, feel the momentum carry into the downswing, released as a whipping sensation through impact. So good that, Lucy. Really is. Solid that. Now start to increase the speed and get a little bit of pop in there. And feel the lag and the whip. And learn to get fast, softly. It's like a reverse movement of the wrist, just like whipping a towel, where the energy is released at the end or the tip of the towel. The wrist reacts the same way when throwing a ball or playing tennis. It's where the power is released at the end of the lever, at the end of the arm, and the force transfers to the ball or the racket. Now go and hit some shots this way with nice relaxed and responsive hands, arms, wrists and shoulders. You've got to allow the club head to work freely around the body, as free as a bird. You know, no grabbing on the handle or trying to steer the swing to control it. You've got to trust it and let it go. Now, as we get the body involved, hold the club with the right hand and put the left arm behind the back. Now let it go. Let it flow. And feel the weight transfer from foot to foot. Now don't try and keep your head down and still. Everything should be moving. Your feet, your knees, your hips, your shoulders, your head. And feel how the club head lags behind the motion and lags behind the body movements. And it's not the hips that start the downswing, as Joe the expert will tell you. It's the club head lagging behind the body movements as the body weight transfers on the right foot in the backswing onto the left foot into the downswing. And it appears to be coming from the hips, but it's not. Now between me and you, you've got to learn to relax. You've got to learn to feel the weight of the club head in your hands and allow the club head to work around the body and allow the hand and arm motion to naturally pull the body into the correct position. You got it? You've got it, haven't you? I'm sure you have. The more aggressive the hand and arm motion, the more active the body becomes, reacting to the hand and arm motion. Now that's why all good players look like they're starting the downswing with a hip rotation, but it's not coming from the hips. It's a dynamic weight transference from right foot in the backswing to the left foot into the downswing. And the body just reacts to it, which creates the lag. Now put both hands on the grip and go and hit some shots with the same sensation, with nice relaxed hands, arms, wrists and shoulders. Now, lag is a reaction to the natural forces generated by the swinging motion of the club head. It's not an artificial movement by trying to hold onto the angle. That just doesn't work. And science will prove it. I mean, I'm not a scientist, but you can go and ask one. Let it go, let it flow, and allow the swinging motion to find the swing for you. And the ball is the best teacher. Watch it, learn from it, and go find the swing that fits you. That's the most important swing, not the swing from Jim Bob over there or Mary Jane. Your swing is the most important swing. What about my swing, actually? I'm quite important, aren't I? Eh? What about me? What about me and my swing? Hey? Huh? Alright, I'll give it to you. You can have it. You're more important than me anyway. Probably. See you next time. Go enjoy it. And remember, feet together, get the hands and arms firing, get those wrists working, feet wider apart, get the weight transferring, and feel the lag. And get that lag lagging.